It's the Spanish Grand Prix in 2024. 5 lights are on. It's lights out, and we are go. Barcelona, super start for Max Verstappen and also for Lando Norris. Verstappen gets squeezed onto the grass. Norris hangs on to the lead. Verstappen on the inside, but down on the outside goes George Russell. What a start for the Mercedes driver. On pole last time out in Canada, took the lead in Canada last time out, and he leads for the second race in a row. Here in Spain, Russell leads for Verstappen, Norris, Hamilton and Leclerc completing the top 5. But what an amazing start for George Russell, 4th to 1st in the blink of an eye. Let's see the replay then. This is Norris squeezing Verstappen to the inside. Verstappen had to go onto the grass for a little bit, and then out of nowhere, breezing into the lead went George Russell, 4th to 1st. Incredible stuff from George Russell. The best move I have ever seen on lap 1 in history. Lando Norris has dropped behind Max Verstappen, so he's got a job to do throughout the entire Grand Prix.
Cheers, now, Max. Think wisely.
Verstappen's going for it, round the outside of George Russell. They are both nearly banging wheels, but Max Verstappen takes the lead out of turn 2, and the Dutchman is through on the Mercedes. Max Verstappen on the track where he took his first win at, looking to win again today and make it win number 61. This is the Ferraris having a bit of a squabble going into turn 1. That looked like contact. Sainz had to go off the track and confirmed that no further investigation for Sainz will leave the track and gaining an advantage because look for Sainz off the track. And that will be discussed down at Ferrari. George Russell into the pits then for what should be the medium tyres. George Russell, who was leading at some stage until Verstappen passed him, now pits on lap 16, a bit on the rear, but he's got goal, as has Carlos Sainz, but still George Russell has got, and he's ahead of Carlos Sainz and the Mercedes are still.
Possible we could cover Russell this lap. What do you think? I think we need to go a good pace.
That is what Norris is thinking in his fight against Verstappen for this Grand Prix. Here's Lewis Hamilton, who knows what it's like to finish on the podium, in fact win a race here, and he's going to go for it to the inside of Carlos Sainz, and they're both wheels, and Hamilton is ahead. Lewis Hamilton gets ahead of the man he's replacing at Ferrari next year. Hamilton up to 6th, Sainz down to 7th. A lovely move for the Mercedes. Oh, that looks naughty, but it was clean. Then Hamilton will keep it. Lando Norris is into the pit lane then from the race lead. So Charles Leclerc takes over in the race lead at the moment, but he will have to pit. But Verstappen is through, and he'll take the lead of the race when Leclerc comes in. But Norris, on faster tyres, has got a job to do to come back at Verstappen and hopefully fight for the win in this race we're on.
Plan A. Are we in line with everyone else? That was the choice.
Leclerc supporting why he was on plan A as we look at his teammate Carlos Sainz getting overtaken by Lando Norris, and the McLaren is through on the Ferrari, and Norris up into 4th place as Leclerc gets past Gasly to take 6th. Lovely move from the Monegasque driver in the Ferrari. That was beautiful for Leclerc. Here we go then. Oscar Piastri against Sergio Perez, and Perez is not going to fight that with the Australian, and Piastri gets through on Perez, and he's up into Piastri up to 8th now as he gets put about Ocon. A lovely move for him. The McLaren definitely has pace this year, and he's freezing on the Alpine, and Piastri into Ocon. Looks like Norris is going to easily get by Lewis Hamilton. The two Brits going for it, and he's going for it into turn 1, and Lando Norris is through on the Mercedes, and up into 3rd place goes Lando Norris for McLaren. He got past Lewis Hamilton on the last lap. Is he about to get past George Russell on this lap? No, sorry, this is Oscar Piastri, sorry. He's going to go for it on Pierre Gasly. Piastri is ahead of the Alpine and up to 7th. Here we go then. This is Norris against Russell, trying to go for it, but Russell defends. And, we went a bit wide there, coming out of turn 2, and that's going to allow Lando to go round the outside through turn 3, and Norris gets his McLaren ahead of Russell's Mercedes. A lovely move for Lewis, but George Russell's going to come back at him. The two old friends and foes from their Formula 2 career are fighting again in Formula 1. Russell keeps his Mercedes ahead of Norris's McLaren for the time being, but Norris dips a wheel into the dirt and into turn 7 and 8. Norris is finally through and up into second place. What a battle he has had with the team Mercedes, and now he can pull away and chase after Verstappen. That was amazing from Lando. Here goes Sergio Perez, freezing by Esteban Ocon, and on the soft tyres, Perez has got himself up into lovely move. Hamilton is fancying a podium. He can get by his teammate George Russell. This is for third place. Russell defends the inside, but Hamilton round the outside. A lovely move from the 7-time world champion, and Hamilton up into third ahead of Russell. Hamilton looking to take his first podium of the year. Amazing from the 7-time world champion. On board with Lewis, this was the replay, sweeping round the outside of Russell, and he's up to third and looking good to take his first podium of 2024. What an amazing round the outside overtake for Lewis Hamilton through on George Russell. That was easy and peasy. And we got a swap down at Ferrari as Carlos Sainz lets Charles Leclerc through, and Leclerc can now chase after Russell for fourth place because Sainz lets him go, and there's nothing that the Spaniard can do against his teammate. Leclerc can now chase after Russell. Oh, Alex Albon with a moment at turn 4, and that's the first car to make a mistake in this whole Grand Prix. Not a yellow flag though, because he's kept it going. He has mastered Barcelona once again. Max Verstappen reigns in Spain and makes it 3 Spanish Grand Prix wins in a row over Lando Norris, who finishes in second place. He fought Max for the win so hard, but he'll have to wait until Austria next week to try again. And it's a return to the podium for Lewis Hamilton, who takes third place, his first podium of the year. Well done to him. Russell holds off Leclerc for fourth. Leclerc fifth ahead of Sainz.
Nice. Yeah, we're definitely not the quickest out there today, but we did everything well, strategy, so yes.
Max Verstappen once again unbeaten in Barcelona, and he extends his championship lead and takes his 7th win of the season, the 61st in his career, and a 3rd Spanish Grand Prix win in a row. Let's see if he can do it again in Austria in just a few days' time. Max wins in Spain.